Wake that ass up in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
I need to know who Jolene is. I need to know the background of this song.
I don't know who Jolene is.
See, this one I like when the album used to come with like booklets, and you can like read booklets and maybe read something.
Oh, for real? Albums used to come with books?
No, boy.
Not books, but like booklets.
I was going to say, you started way back on the book tip.
Everybody know what I'm talking about if you were born in the 1900s. Okay?
All right. Well, let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Tiz.
Good morning, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy.
Peace, Tiz.
All right. Well, let's jump right into it. Let's talk Biden, huh?
Yeah, so yesterday, the Biden campaign held a sold-out crowd of more than 5,000 supporters at Radio City Music Hall. They helped to raise a record amount of over $25 million for a single event. Take a listen.
The Biden campaign hosting a star-studded fundraiser, a Hall of Presidents at Radio City Music Hall. Biden, Obama, and Clinton, with celebrities including Lizzo and Queen Latifah. The campaign says the event will rake in at least $25 million as Democrats set the stage for the general election.
I've never been more optimistic about our future. I know I'm only 40 years old. Times 2 plus 1.
But a new poll shows former President Trump performing well in a head-to-head matchup, and that just 38% of Americans approve of President Biden's handling of the economy, just 30% on immigration. Today, the president's visit to Manhattan sparked protests over the war in Gaza.
You don't realize how many police officers are in New York City until events like this happen. Between the mayor being up here yesterday and, Radio City being like a block away, and all those presidents in town, it was police on top of police yesterday.
And even despite all of that, the protesters were still outside and made it inside the event. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about that. Like you heard, pro-Palestine reporters were outside. They said it was police everywhere, and somebody still got in the event and protested President Biden while he was speaking. Take a listen to that.
There was an insurrection.
Shame on you, Joe Biden!
Jesus.
Shame on you! Shame on you! You are funding genocide in Palestine, and no amount of full concern that you do will change the billions that you are doing! You did blood on your hands!
Sounded like it was a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the discussion was interrupted at least 5 times. Now, the host was Stephen Colbert. He was the host. And so he had to eventually acknowledge the protesters and ask President Biden about the U.S. role in ensuring a peaceful future for both Israelis and Palestinians. And Biden said that he needed to get more relief to Gaza. He added that Israel's very existence was at stake. He said there has to be a train for a 2-state solution. It doesn't have to carry today, but there has to be progression, and I think we can do that. And when he said that, he was met with a standing ovation and folks chanting 4 more years.
Okay. All right. Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Tiz.
Absolutely.
What are we talking next hour?
So next hour, Walden University, you may have heard of that university. They reached a $28.5 million settlement for preying on Black people and women. And also, for the first time in 27 years, the government has changed how you'll answer race on your government form. So we'll talk about that 7 o'clock hour.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. It's a Friday, damn it. So call us up. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know what you're doing this weekend. Are you celebrating Easter? You doing something with the family? You going on vacation? Or you just sitting back and relaxing? Call us up right now. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. What up, Tiz?
What's going on, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy.
Good morning, Red Lips.
Now, let's talk about this for-profit school.
Yeah, for-profit school accused of, you might have heard these kind of things before with a lot of these online schools. Well, this for-profit college, Walden University, is accused of targeting women and Black students with false advertisement about how long it would take to complete a degree, then extracting millions of dollars in extra tuition payments. They have agreed to a $28.5 million settlement. The class action lawsuit alleged that Walden University generated millions in excess tuition prolonging projects for people that were going for their doctorate management and business administration degrees. They wrote a statement saying that they have agreed to the settlement in pursuit of the best interests of all parties involved. The school said it remained committed to helping students with their professional goals. So if you went to Walden and you went for that particular degree, be looking for an opportunity to get a claim.
Is this the one Romeo used to promote? It's not the one Romeo used to promote, is it?
The college? No.
Yeah.
No.
What's
ICDC.
ICDC. What's the false advertising exactly? They just tell you like you can get a degree in 2 years or something like that?
Yeah. You'll see. And I actually took a course at Walden before, but not for my doctorate. But stuff like, you can in 12 short months, you can get this, or in less than 2 years, or they'll have those commercials. I've seen a lot of Walden commercials where they have those commercials where they'll say, this could be you. I went from being this to that in a short amount of time, and just really false advertising, putting a lot of cap on it, basically. And so when people go in, and then the real problem was they prolonged the program. So rather than getting in and doing a lot of time, they extended projects to make people stay in longer. So there was some of that was going on as well, which generated more tuition costs.
I wonder what that conversation going to be like for these students. They say 3,000 students eligible. I wonder what that check look like.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to do it, Taz? You say you went there for a month?
I went there for 1 month, yeah. I wasn't going for my doctorate. So this is specifically for people that went for their doctorate in business administration. I just did one month. I was going for my master's. I ended up finishing my master's somewhere else. But
I wonder, it seems like everybody gets their doctorate and their master's online. And I wonder with people that actually, because there's a difference between online and actually going to school, right? Because if online,
I don't consider. Go ahead.
No, because I was saying I know a lot of people that go online. There's no checks and balances. Meaning when you take tests and things like that, you can Google the answers.
Well, I disagree with that. As somebody who went online, I went traditional and I went online. I had to go online because I had what they call a job and a kid and a marriage, and it was either not go online or not get a degree at all. You still have to do the work that's required. There wasn't a testing online when I went for my master's. You can Google the answers if you're in class. You can Google and turn in your papers. So most of your master's degree and doctorate's degree are mostly papers and turning in work and projects. It's not testing, like in high school or early in your early career of college. It's not taking tests. It's submitting information.
So basically,
which you can do that
play
in the
with the
traditional
online
school.
curriculum. Basically, don't play with us because we do.
Yeah, don't play with us because we.
Okay,
exactly. Bottom line. Yeah, bottom line. Yeah,
Okay.
because
that's right.
it's either do that or have nothing at all. And in some careers, I have to have that information. That's just the bottom line. In order to teach in college, I needed a master's in adult education. So it was either don't have a master's in adult education or not. And I just couldn't stop my job and just go to school, full time on somebody's campus.
Plus, Envy, when you went to school, there was no internet. Like you went to school in 1900 and what?
Just 19. What is it?
I graduated 2000.
Yeah,
there was internet.
It just started. That was dial-up back then.
It might have been dial-up. It might have been dial-up. Yeah, but I was online. A lot of students saying they'd rather go online because it's easier for them to use ChatGPT. They don't have as much.
But you can do that in traditional school. They're doing it in traditional school. If you're going to write a paper, if you're going to cheat on a paper, you still have to turn in a paper in traditional school. Yeah. Nobody's taking tests for your master's degree and doctorate degree. It's not, you're turning in papers. So you can cheat just as easy. It's just, and that's what this false advertising was about, where you're saying working mothers or Black students that are trying to work jobs and still advance their degree. Online is really the only option. People can't just quit like they're 18 years old and go be in a dorm somewhere. And that's where this false advertisement is, because it makes people say, hey, I would really like to get my degree to earn more money. And then you get in this type of university that is for profit, which is very different than like the University of North Texas that I went to that is a public school. And now you're paying 5 times more and you're still not getting, the degree that you are claiming that they're claiming they're going to give you in that amount of time.
I'm the only person in here with a doctorate degree. Okay.
Let's
be clear.
That's facts. That's facts.
What you pay for it?
Yes.
Is the honorary?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's the honorary one.
South Carolina State University. Okay, I am a doctor. All right.
That's facts.
I know that's right. With that pocket degree, he funny as hell.
That's right. Tez is a doctor too. So Tez got her doctorate.
But she actually went to school. Yeah.
So y'all both got your doctorates.
Third degree. Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah. If don't be a little shade about the little online degree.
I'm gonna get mine then too. You got
that's
yours?
Right.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, I'm not gonna go weird because no. I'm not getting mine.
Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Tez.
Absolutely. You guys have a great spring break.
Make sure you follow at Tesla and Figaro on all social media platforms and subscribe to the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast hosted by Tesla and Figaro on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.